Was fun. Hey, you know, we've been talking so much in recent weeks about Pluto. The New Horizons spacecraft got really close to Pluto, stopped by to say hello, took a couple pictures, a few selfies with the planet. But our fascination with the heavens really has lasted beyond or beyond just a few weeks ago. With us is RIT astronomy expert Brian Koberlein, who knows about our fascination with the skies and with, you know, discovery, and of course Pluto has brought everyone's attention to the discovery and to what is possible, what we can see even from Earth. But you traveled to Chile with a group of scientists. Very interesting what you did down there. Can you tell everybody what you did?
Well, it was a part of a program from the National Science Foundation to look at big astronomy in Chile, which is the hotbed now of where modern astronomy is going.
Why is that? Why Chile?
Well, it has very clear skies, it's very dry, and it has high elevations. And that's what you need for big astronomy. You
talking about the Andes, right?
The Andes Mountains, yeah. So you're near the Andes and you're up in the desert area, and that's why you can get clear views of the sky.
And so what are you seeing? What did you see while you were there?
I saw a lot of telescopes.
The big ones, though, right?
Big
Not
ones.
Like anything we've
Yeah, I mean, you think of a telescope as something that you look into with an eyepiece, and, you know, it might be about that big around or something. And these are huge telescopes. The small telescopes would be a mirror that's 4 meters wide.
Wow.
And the larger ones are 8 meters wide. And some of the radio telescopes, the radio antennas, are 12 meters wide.
Wow.
So these things are huge. You know, they're 35 feet across or something.
So what are scientists in Chile looking for? I mean, clearly they were all very transfixed when we saw those images of Pluto not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
And you were too.
Absolutely, yeah. It's an amazing thing. When we fly by of Pluto, we can finally see our favorite planet.
One of the things that interests me, and we're looking at some of the pictures now that they were able to capture of Pluto, they found ice mountains on Pluto.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that Pluto is actually geologically active. I mean, the way you make mountains is to have geologic activity. So you have something that's to push up these mountains. And they have to be ice because it's only water ice at that temperature that's strong enough to make mountains. So this is an active world. It's not a cold, dead rock.
Well, what is the energy source then if it's so far from the sun?
That is the $10,000 question. That's what we don't know yet. And there's some ideas, like some radioactive decay, much like Earth generates heat within its core. But we're not sure.
Yeah. So you went to what you learned, what was the biggest takeaway from your trip to Chile recently and seeing all of those amazing telescopes?
I think the biggest takeaway for me was how much astronomy in general is a human endeavor. It is what we do internationally. It is what we do collaboratively. The only way you can do big astronomy is to work together across countries and across boundaries. And I think it's an amazing thing that we're able to do that.
It's a metaphor, isn't it, for international cooperation, really?
Right. I know. I think it's not even just a metaphor. I think, you know, one of the things, the Large Radio Telescope, ALMA, which is in the Atacama Desert, is a $1.3 billion project. And the organization of it is often equated to, similar to the United Nations, because it's not run by one country. And those are real political issues that we have to work across boundaries. That's a real political challenge.
So it's not just a bunch of people staring at the sky and going, ooh and ah. You're solving some big problems and answering some very age-old questions.
Facing some big challenges and answering some big questions, yeah.
So will Pluto ever be doubted as a planet again after all this news?
You know, it's everybody's favorite planet, even when it's not a planet.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Sure.
Really good talking to you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.